Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Sophia here. So today we are going to answer the question, what makes you so special? I am recording this intro after I did all of the readings and it was really great today, you guys. I just went off in all three piles. It was really special. I had a really good time filming this video. The cards had a lot to say and some really cool stuff happened in each pile, so I'm really excited for you guys to watch this video. If you stumble upon it, hi if you're new. But yeah, so we have three piles today and I shuffled on camera, which is also why I decided to film the intro after I was done. So we have three piles today. So pile number 1 is the Scarab Beetle, Magic Works Through You. Pile 2 is the Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself. And pile number 3 is the Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. And we do your charms at the end of each reading. So you can pause the video here if you need to. Take your time. And I will see you guys at your pile. Alright, hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So if you pick the Scarab Beetle Spirit, Magic Works Through You, this message is for you. So I'm going to be shuffling on camera today again. I've only done this maybe once or twice, but I think it's really enjoyable for viewers to kind of see the magic happen, so to speak. I know people who watch these videos on YouTube know what I'm talking about. So let's just get started. So we're going to get your tarot cards first, and then we're going to get a couple of different oracle cards, okay? So what makes you special? Pile number 1. What makes pile number 1 special? What makes pile number 1 special? This one wants to come out. 3 of Cups. Okay, let's get 2 more. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. What makes pile number 1 special? Pile number 1. Oh, that one wanted to, this one flipped over. Okay. 5 of Cups. And let's get one more. And Queen of Cups. One flipped over. Nice. Wow. All cups. So you're probably a water sign, or water sign is very prominent in your chart. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Let's do your Vintage Wisdom Oracle. These are a little harder for me to shuffle because they're long, and I have small hands, but I'm gonna try my best. So pile number 1, what makes them special? What makes oh, I'm gonna take that one. Power, okay, nice. Let's do your another oracle card. What makes pile number 1 special? What makes pile number 1 special? Okay, this one wants to come out, so I'm gonna take it. Ooh, higher power, wow. So lots of power, you guys are very powerful. That's what makes you special. That's pretty cool. We got 2 oracle cards that say power, and then let's do an animal spirit card. You could already identify with the Scarab Beetle, but let's see if there's another animal that you may be able to relate to, or that helps characterize you. And I'm actually gonna, ooh, tiger, nice. And look, he's got the moon on his forehead, so definitely intuitive is what I'm getting, but we're gonna get into it right now. This is really great, pile 1. So let's start with your tarot cards first. So let's put these in the center. So first, 3 of Cups. So you're very personable. Friends may be very important to you, but in terms of what makes you special characteristically, personality-wise, I think you're very friendly. I think you can be a very positive influence on people. You could like to celebrate. The message I'm getting with the 3 of Cups is you know how to celebrate, and you tend to really focus on the good things in life and push through negativity. And you always find a way to celebrate and look at the positive, to look on the bright side. And I think you're also somebody that people feel they can go to for support. The 3 of Cups talks about friendship as well. So I'm getting a lot of you're like a support system. Also with the 5 of Cups, just because I just talked about being a support system, you know, the Five of Cups, I don't actually see you being this man who's kind of focusing. The Five of Cups is always my crying over spilt milk card, but because I just said that the Three of Cups is representing how you try to look at the positive, I actually see you being this person on the side here, comforting this person. So I feel like you help your friends not stay positive, but you, like I just said, you're like a crutch. You're a really good support system, and you're patient. I get that you're pretty patient, and you try to give honest advice, and I think you're special because you always know what to say, basically, is what I'm getting, and you always are supportive, and that's what makes you really special. Also with the Queen of, oh sorry, this is not the Queen of Cups, it's Queen of Coins, my bad. I thought it was all cups, woo, my bad. With the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles, you're very nurturing and loving, which is similar to the Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Cups is more emotional. I feel like the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, is very stable in every sense of the word. I feel like, again, there's this sense of stability with you. That's what makes you special, is you always come off as though you have everything figured out, which may not always be the truth, but when it counts, you're the person that everybody looks to. I think you're a leader. I think that's the other thing that the Queen of Coins talks about, is you're a leader, and people look to you not only for advice, but for leadership and direction, for sure. I think they really look up to you. You're a role model. You're definitely a leader, and you have power, which what these two cards are saying. So I think the power message is coming through in all three of these cards. But just with our Vintage Wisdom Oracle and our other Wisdom Oracle deck, I think that you are just a very, what's the word I'm looking for? You have like a very strong presence, and I'm just getting a lot of leader type qualities in you, and I think you take charge when it counts, and people listen to you. I feel like you're the person that everybody listens to because they know you give great advice, and you're always there supporting people, and I feel like somehow you're always the one that everybody goes to. Like 100 people who know you all go to you, if that makes sense. That's not a very good description, but I feel like you're gonna know what I'm talking about. And also with the higher power too, and all of this, even with your little mantra under the scarab beetle spirit, magic works through you. I feel like what makes it so easy for you to support people is you're incredibly intuitive to people's needs. So there's something magical about you, which is, again, magic works through you, literally. One of my favorite things about tarot is everything ends up connecting. So everything really connects in your reading. I think you are somebody that people realize that you are always going to know what's up. Like you just instinctively know when something's wrong, and that's your power. And because of that, you are powerful, and you are a nurturer. I feel like you're just a really high quality, powerful nurturer. Just because you have this second knowing, basically, like you just know when something's not right. And I tend to see that earth signs and water signs, which is like your tarot cards are earth and water. I feel like that's one of the best traits of both water and earth signs, both of them. And you're just a leader. But you may not be you may not be the leader in the sense that you take charge in a very open, vocal way. You may just be like a silent leader, which I can relate to, actually. You're a leader in the sense that you lead by example, and you're the leader behind the scenes that makes everything keep going. You're that person behind the scenes that makes everything function properly, and that's important. I feel like you have a really important job for people. And there's something mystical about you, and I think that's the intuition. I'm really getting water sign vibes, like especially water sign, just because of the intuition part. Water signs are probably the most intuitive of the signs. And Tiger. So again, Tiger, I think about power, and but the thing is with tigers is while they can be aggressive and kind of remind you of somebody who kind of takes charge in a very open, vocal way, tigers can also be very laid back, and they have just like, again, this presence of you don't have to be loud to influence people. So I think of like a tiger when it's kind of just lying down and looking really regal, if you know what I mean. And again, with the moon in the center, you know, again, the moon, I think about intuition again. So a lot about really strong intuition. I think that's the main quality that makes you special, is your really strong intuition and your ability to just know when things aren't good and know how to fix it, if that makes sense. I want to read the tiger. I should have gotten my book before. That's my bad, guys. But I'm going to read the tiger spirit from the book. So let's see here. Oh, let's see if I can find it relatively quickly. Here it is. Oh. Okay, let's read this. Lunar force. Ease in darkness, feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. So again, with the at one with the silence, again, that's what I was talking about, where you may not be the kind of leader that's very vocal and it has like a strong presence in that way. Like you're not at the front of the line, but you're somewhere in the middle or even in the back, making sure that the line stays straight, you know? Fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. See? So I feel like there's something incredibly calming about your presence, and that's what makes you not only intuitive, like I feel like you're more of the observer, and when push comes to shove and you know it's your time to go and do what you have to do, you'll do it, and you'll do it superbly. And I think your main strength is being able to go out and support others and know how to not fix people's problems, but support people in a way that not everybody can. And that's because of how intuitive you are. When in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. Yeah, so again, I feel like you're very sensitive. There's something very emotional about you. You're very in touch with not only your emotions, but everybody else's emotions, which is really special. That's really cool, you guys. I think you guys, yeah, there's definitely something mystical about you, and like you just have this air, like this really this calmness about you, even in times of high stress, and you always know what to say, basically. So that's really cool, you guys. I'm gonna do your charms, and I'll get your letters too. I'm gonna do some letters. That should not be there. So sorry if it gets a little loud. Oh, my flash drive is in here. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. You guys! I swear to God, I was not looking. Look what happened. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Guys, I can't make this shit up. Guys, you got all water signs. That's insane. What the hell? And the moon. Oh my God. Okay, you guys are definitely intuitive, like to a whole other level. Damn. That's insane. Oh my God, guys, I have the chills. Like I've never gotten chills like this before. That's amazing. Okay, we have BW. We have New York, Texas. We have a C, BWC, peace. Yeah, so I feel like you're also a peacemaker. Okay, let's see what cards flipped over. So we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, you're very giving emotionally. We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, the Three of Wands for me talks about an observer. Lots about observing. And then Four of Cups, which is interesting. So I feel like you with the Four of Cups, I think that talks about stubbornness, which means you probably may be stubborn sometimes, but I feel like that's talking about more about the kind of people that you may help. Like in the traditional tarot, the Four of Cups is a guy or a man sitting down, like crossing his arms, and there's a cup being offered to him and he's not taking it. So I feel like, again, you're that hand that's like offering solutions, and sometimes it's hard for other people to take it. But yeah, see the direction. This is my good luck charm. See wisdom. Oh, look, 10 of Wands. Yeah, so the other thing I'm getting too, also from the Four of Cups and the 10 of Wands, is like, it's probably a hard-ass job to always be that person who has to fix things. I feel like you're kind of a martyr, which water signs tend to be. I like can't get over that all 3 water signs came out. That's insane. Damn. I like can't get over that, you guys. Oh, we also have, yeah, 7 of Wands, which talks about conflict. So I feel like you're always the person who's, again, I think you're the peacemaker in most of these situations. We have a B, W, C, and T. So actually, I think those are enough letters for you guys. I forgot that I had letters in here. With the, yeah, so like with the rainbow charm, usually my rainbow charm is equivalent to the 10 of Cups, but I think that's the kind of feeling you give people is like harmony, and you probably, a lot of people see you like a family member, like they treat you like family because you're really special to them. It also kind of goes with the World card. I feel like a lot of people really hold you really dearly to their heart because of how much you do for them. Very much a giver. With my teapot talks about like tea in the sense of gossip. So again, that's talking about that observer quality of you. I feel like you're not somebody to actually get into drama, but you're always involved in the sense you're the one to kind of make everything more or less okay. Wow, you guys. Oh, and we have the turtle, which is slow moving, but my turtle reminds me of like a Taurus, where it's, you know, like they're kind of slow moving, but they're very reliable. So I think that's you also. But we have the wisdom charm. But yeah, wow, you guys, yeah, intuition like no other. God damn, that's so cool, you guys. Wow. All right, pile 1. So that was your reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. I still can't get over that. What the hell? Damn. All right. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Please leave a comment down below if you did. I love hearing from you guys. I also, please feel free to comment any recommendations for videos. I love catering to you guys, and you know, I'm always open to new ideas. I already have a lot of videos planned, but I would be more than happy to accommodate. And if any of you would like or have an idea of something you want to see, please leave it down in the comments. Also, if this resonated for you, please leave it down in the comments. Your comments make my day. So yeah, but pile 1, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you want to keep up with my content, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Hi, pile 2, welcome. So if you chose the Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself, number 57, which would be life path number 3, if you're into life path numbers or numerology, this message is for you. So let's see, I'm going to be shuffling on camera today because I think it's really enjoyable, not only for the viewer, but also for me. I like showing you guys how I shuffle. I'm not the greatest shuffler, just disclaimer. But let's get into it, because I want to get this reading on the, oops. All right, so cards want to talk. 6 of Wands, Knight of Cups. I'm doing 3 tarot cards for every pile. So let's get one more in that one. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna take this one, and actually this one flipped over, so I'll take it too. So that's 4 for you guys, which is fine. The cards really want to talk today. Let's get, oh yeah, I'm trying to remember the order I did for pile number 1. Not that order is really important, but trying to stay consistent. So this is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, so let's get one. Okay, pile 2, what makes you special? Pile 2, what makes you special? What makes pile 2 special? Divine timing, okay. Let's get you another wisdom oracle. Pile 2, what makes them pile 2 special? Huh, not for you, okay, interesting, it's gonna be interesting. And let's get you one more animal spirit card. Pile 2, what makes pile 2 special? What makes pile, it's too many. Pile 2, what makes pile 2 special? Okay, 2 wanted to come out for you, so I'll take both of them. So sea, serpent, and elk. Okay, so you got more cards than pile 1, but that's okay. So let's take a look here. And I'm gonna do your charms in a little bit, but I wanna take a look at all your cards that you got first. So let's start with your tarot. So, what makes you special? Pile number 2. So I'm getting a couple of things. I think that you're pretty patient. I think patience is a big theme for a couple of reasons. So 6 of Wands, when you think about the 6 of Wands in terms of where it is in the suit, and before that, it's, you know, like the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, the 6 of Wands comes after the 5 of Wands, which talks about conflict. So I think that you're very patient when it comes to your goals. I feel like you know that you can succeed, you just need to overcome some obstacles. There's like a persistence about you, like you just push through even when times are difficult. And with the Knight of Cups, while he is a slower moving knight compared to the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Wands, who just like is charging forth, same with the Knight of Swords. He's not stagnant like the Knight of Pentacles, but he's moving at a little bit of a slower pace. So I think you're also somebody who is slow moving, but in the sense that you take your time with things and you understand that taking your time is much better than rushing through something and ending up with a mediocre result. So I feel like you're quality over quantity kind of person, which I think people find very admirable. I think that's admirable. I'm not like that, so can't really relate sometimes. And actually, there's a lot about forward movement, so you do make progress in your goals or in your relationships. And the 6 of Swords also talks about moving out of choppy waters, and there is this sense that you do overcome obstacles pretty well. Also with the Not For You card, I think that these two kind of complement each other, because the Not For You, I think, is maybe something that you've heard a lot, like this isn't for you, like you can't do this, you can't do that, but you push through despite disappointment, despite resistance from others. And I don't think you let people get in the way of what you want, basically. But also the Knight of Cups, just as a side note, is also very loving, has very loving aspects. So I think you're very courteous to those people. I feel like they're very polite. When I think of the Knight of Cups, I think very, very polite and courteous. So I think despite the fact that people give you a hard time, you never lash out at people. I feel like there's something very calm about you. I'm getting kind of earth sign vibes from this pile. And speaking of that, King of Coins, the King of Coins is probably the most stable king in the sense that he's the one you want to marry because he has everything sorted out. I'm getting the sense too, because the King of Coins talks about, he's the king that's the most well off. Like, he has everything he wants. Abundance, love, like he achieved all of his goals. He's an inspiration. I see the King of Coins, King of Pentacles, as an inspiration. And so I think the overall, what makes you the most special is that you have, or will, in case this hasn't happened, you're still on your journey of reaching your life goals or whatever you want to achieve in life, you persevere. Your perseverance is what makes you really special. And if you're in a moment of doubt right now watching this video, I would really not, because you at the end of the day will embody this King of Pentacles energy. You will be abundant. You will be happy. You will be stable in all areas of your life. You will be successful. I think you're born to be successful because you have a perseverance that is hard to find nowadays. That's what I think your overarching special quality is. And the reason you're able to be perseverant is because you take your time. I think you're somebody that understands that things don't just happen. You need to work hard for them. You're a very hard worker. That's what I'm getting. You're incredibly hardworking. You know, I feel like you're somebody, like if you're an entrepreneur, you're somebody who's built something from the ground up, for sure. And it's interesting because then we have divine timing. So again, going back to that idea of you take your time, you know that things will pan out for you because you work hard. So I think you have faith in yourself most of the time. I think you're very not only patient with other people, but you're also patient with yourself. And even when you do doubt, you're able to push through and remember that you can do it. And I think you do whatever it takes to just say no to the haters, basically, like say no to the haters and just move forward with grace. And I think the Knight of Cups is also talking about the fact that you know you're very smart, because you know that being an asshole, excuse my language, but being an asshole constantly, which for some people it does get them places, but I think you try to live a life where you show love to the people, like kill them with kindness kind of vibe, like kill them with kindness. And I actually think that works very well for you, because I think it helps people, all the haters, realize how wrong they are. Sometimes haters have to be approached by, you know, somebody that's not going to fight them back, but just kind of says, okay, that's how you think about me, fine, I don't really care. I'm not going to wish you ill will because you're being a hater. You don't really matter, but I wish you the best. Does that make sense? You try and live your life as a good person, because I think instinctively, innately, you are a good person, and you want to spread love and kindness. And I think the fact that people hate on you or give you a hard time makes you more empathetic and understanding of people who struggle in life. And you may also help people get out of that kind of negative self-talk or negative environments with other people too. But definitely, like, you have gone through obstacles. Very strong, but perseverance for sure. You're like, I'm gonna ignore my haters. I'm just gonna keep working hard like I always do, and I think that's what makes you really special. I'm gonna read these two. Sea Serpent and Elk. So let's start with the Sea Serpent, which is at the end. Towards the end. Oh, I just passed it. Oh, okay. Healing emotional wounds. What I was just talking about. Expressing desires. Excuse me. The Sea Serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the Sea Serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame, which I think is you. I think you try and live your life without fear or shame of how other people think about you. We know what we desire most, which I think you do. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. Knight of Cups. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, absolutely, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds, which is literally what I was just talking about, that you don't let the haters get to you, but you also don't bash them just because they're hating on you. Like, you're not spiteful. In fact, I think you're probably the person that's like, you know what? Thank you to my haters. Thank you to my haters for encouraging me to do better. I feel like that's you. When the energy of the Sea Serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. I don't think that's you. But maybe when you're down on yourself, that's what you feel like. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the Sea Serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true nature. So yeah, you definitely, literally everything in there connects to what I was just saying. So I think that you try to live your life like, people are gonna hate on me, but I'm not gonna hate them just because they hate me, because I'm better than that. And you persevere. You don't care. You know, maybe it'll get to you a little bit, but I see you being successful because that's the mentality you have. You just persevere. You don't care. You don't care. Very humble, too. That's the word I was looking for. You're very humble. Very humble. Very nice. And then elk. My bad. I thought we were done, but we ain't done. Elk. Stable, resilient. What am I talking about? Headstrong. Same. The father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. Yeah, so see, I was right about the earth sign vibes, or earth energy. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, you could be male, you could be female, just because it has masculine energy does not mean you have to be a male. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. Everything connects, guys. I just got the chills. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Oh my God, you guys. Literally what I was just saying. That's what I mean. You don't let people hate on you, but you don't hate on them because they hate on you. Like, just because somebody said you can't do it, you don't start disliking them because they said you can't do it. You're just like, all right, bet. Like, no hate to you, but I'm going to prove you wrong. And you're not going to, like, stop being courteous to them just because they say that you can't do it. You just prove them wrong, courteously. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. I think, again, like, I think I mentioned that towards the beginning, that people have a lot of respect for you. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. I agree. I'm impressed with you guys. I am very impressed. I'm impressed. When in balance, supportive, kind, consistent. Absolutely. When out of balance, pretentious, high and mighty. But yeah, you guys, I'm impressed with you guys. You're humble, you persevere, you don't hate on people, you really give people the benefit of the doubt too, I feel. Even the people who give you a hard time, I feel like you don't dislike them just because of that. I feel like you give people chances. And you know your own worth, most of you. I feel like a majority of you do. You know your own worth, and that's why you don't really care what people think about you. But I think something that's really hammering through is that even the people who give you a hard time, you don't dislike them just because they give you a hard time. There's something almost that you appreciate them because they do. Even when they're mean to you, I feel like you're just really kind. Despite that, you're just kind to everybody. I'm not saying you don't dislike people. I'm sure you do, but you don't go giving them the same hard time that they give you because you know how it feels. So empathetic for sure. Let's do your charms. Really nice pile too. I'm impressed by you guys. Okay. So. Yeah, we have an open book. Yeah, so this is my 10 of Cups. So you're very, you can be very content. Again, that talks about abundance in an emotional way. Strength, my strength charm is the dinosaur. Let's see. Queen of Swords, okay, so you're okay speaking your mind. 8 of Pentacles, okay. So again, you're really hardworking with the 8 of Pentacles. Sag, so you could be a fire sign, Sagittarius. Yeah, forward moving, this is my 6 of Swords, so that connects. Where'd it go? Yeah, so 6 of Swords with the sailboat. Yeah, you know your own worth. This is my mind, body, soul charm. So you're gathered. You got your shit together kind of thing. We have the number 1. So you could be, there might be something, oh my God, I can't talk. There might be something a little spiritual about you, but I think this just shows that you also have a lot of support from higher powers. Celebration, yeah, so lots of abundance type charms too, on top of, the wine bottle usually reminds me of the 3 of Cups, which talks about celebration. So lots about abundance type. Leo, another fire sign. Yes, you're probably a fire sign, not gonna lie. Having direction, secure, you're very secure. Yes, I feel like you're just somebody who really has their shit together. Yeah, and then we have the letter O. And it's interesting, we have the message in a bottle, but the cap is not on, which actually doesn't happen very often. So you're not, again, kind of goes with the Queen of Swords, you're not afraid to speak your mind. Like, you don't keep anything to yourself, which kind of goes along with the message of you don't, not only do you not let other people's opinions of you get in the way, but you're also, you don't shy away from a challenge or proving somebody wrong by just persevering like you do. Yeah, I can see how you guys are a fire sign. Or an earth sign. I was getting a lot of earth sign energy too, but Sag and Leo makes sense to me. All right, so pile 2, that was your reading. That was really great. I'm, again, really impressed by you guys. So please leave a comment down below if that resonated. I love hearing from you guys. And also if you want to comment any suggestions for videos, I mean, I have a lot of stuff in mind, but I love catering to you guys. That's what part of why I do this. I want to please you guys and give you the best kind of content and the content that you guys want. But yeah, so subscribe too if you want to keep up with my content. I've got a lot more videos coming up that I'm excited about. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you in my next video. Alright, hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait, which is number 5 plus 3 is 8. Couldn't do math for a second. So if you're into life path numbers and numerology, this would be number 8. So let's get started on your reading. I'm going to be shuffling on camera, and I'm going to do your charms at the end, okay? So let's start with your tarot. So I'm using my golden tarot today, which I don't use that often, but I felt like it. So, what makes you special? Pile number 3. What makes pile number 3 special? We want to talk today too. So the Hanged Man, Justice, interesting, it's already connecting. Let's get one more. Pile number 3. What makes pile number 3 special? Makes pile number 3 special. Pile number 3. I'm not the greatest shuffler, by the way, so. Okay, so 2 wanted to come out. So 7 of Cups and 5 of Cups. All right. Let's do your animal spirit card since I'm. Okay, so pile number 3. What makes pile number 3 special? What makes pile number 3 special? There we go. Hawk, very nice. Let's get your wisdom oracle. Pile number 3. What makes pile number 3 special? What makes pile number 3 special? What makes pile number 3 special? Ah, okay, 2 wanted to come out. I'll take them. Come to the Edge and the Fates. Nice. And then let's do your Vintage Wisdom Oracle, and then we'll be all set. So, pile number 3. What makes pile number 3 special? This one wants to come out. Union. All right. Okay. So, watch and wait is your mantra. So let's start with your tarot. So, there is this kind of a theme of watching and waiting. So, absolutely, with the Hanged Man, patience, but also the ability to look at things in a new perspective, which also kind of goes with the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups usually talks about confusion, but I think in this sense it talks about the fact that you look at all of the different perspectives that a situation could have, or you try and figure out or plan all the different scenarios that could happen. So I think you're somebody who tries to be prepared, but you also are patient enough to take the time to think about things. So contemplative, like you're very thorough in your thinking is what I'm getting. And with Justice, I think you try and be fair is the thing. I think you try and be fair as possible, which can be hard, which I think sometimes there's this confusion type energy and this overwhelming energy because you try and please everybody, which sometimes not everybody can be pleased, but I think you really try to be fair to everybody. You try to make it so everybody wins. And that's why I think sometimes you have to be patient, is because it takes time to come up with those kinds of solutions. And it's interesting with the 5 of Cups too, because I actually think that the 5 of Cups represents how sometimes you're not able to please everybody, but I think what makes you special is you really put in the effort to do that. you really make the effort to be fair and provide justice for the people who don't have justice. But definitely more about like being patient enough to try and make everything fair. And you try and see things in different perspectives. I think especially with people is you try and see everybody's point of view. So you're probably an empath for sure. Just with the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Cups with the Hanged Man, I just feel like you're an empath in the sense that you try and please everybody and you are able to put yourself in other people's shoes. And so sometimes that makes it hard because you want to help, but sometimes you can't help everybody. And I think that's why you get into this 5 of Cups energy, because you only focus on the people you couldn't help when there are all these other people that you did help. My 5 of Cups is the crying over spilt milk card, so I feel like sometimes you get in your own head and you hold yourself to a really high standard too. I think with the Justice card, that's what the Justice card is saying too. You hold yourself to a really high standard, and when you can't help everybody, you not only feel overwhelmed by the idea, but you focus too much on the things you didn't do. So I think your empathy and how hard you are on yourself is what makes you special. Just the standard that you hold yourself to and your core values, I think. I think you're just a genuine person and you want everybody to be happy, even when that's not possible. But sometimes I think what makes you special too is sometimes you find ways. Because we have union. You somehow find a way to make everything come together. And that's special. But you almost sacrifice a part of yourself in the process. So definitely an empath energy too. Also Libra with the with Justice, with the scales. So again, you maybe also have trouble balancing the effort you put into helping other people and yourself. So definitely empath energy, for sure. I think what makes you special is you're an empath. It's always pile 3 that's the empath. In every reading I do, usually pile 3 is the person who's an empath. But yeah, so I think you're somebody also who tries to bring people together. So you could also be the problem solver. And that's why, you could also be the person that people come to with their problems or when they're in a fight with somebody, because you see things from both people's perspective and you're able to be an objective point of view because you're able to see both sides and you don't side with one or the other. These two are interesting. Come to the Edge and the Fates. I want to read these two just because I don't get those cards very often and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to have the book right here, so let's find it. Whoops. This book is smaller. Let's start with Come to the Edge. If I read it intuitively, I think Come to the Edge talks about you outdo yourself in the sense you come up with every possible scenario until you find the one that you're satisfied with, that you think everybody would be happy with. But I'm going to make sure that I'm on the right track with that. Okay, Come to the Edge. Essential message, courage. Taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting the risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated. Oh, interesting. To feel the exhilaration, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Interesting. So I feel like that's talking more about how sometimes you need to just kind of not get in your head, to get out of the 7 of Cups energy, where you just kind of need to trust that people will be okay. So it's interesting, actually. I feel like that's more of a message for you, that you need to not think so much. But I think the cards are acknowledging the fact that what makes you special is the fact that you're so empathetic to people, but you may be trying too hard and forgetting about yourself, and sometimes you just need to not care as much and just kind of, not think about things too much. And sometimes the answer comes to you when you're not overthinking it, basically. And then the fates. Let me get it. Here we go. Essential message, fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change. Wow. And knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, if you don't believe in God, that's fine. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective by nature and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Wow, so I think these two cards are actually messages for you. Right now, you may have found this reading at a time where you're overthinking things. So I think the Fates, too, is trying to encourage you. This card is trying to encourage you, too, to just let go a little bit. Definitely a sense of, like, you're overthinking it. There's some things that you can't fix. I feel like you're a fixer. You're trying to fix things or people. And I've been there. But you can't fix everything. It's special, and it's special that you take that on, and sometimes you succeed, but not all the time. And I think when you don't succeed, you get into this Five of Cups energy where you're so disappointed in yourself that you couldn't do it. But these cards are telling you not to do that. It's not worth it. It doesn't serve you to do that. It doesn't serve you to get into this Seven of Cups, Five of Cups energy. Because you have a strength of not only being empathetic, but you also are probably a great support system. So don't get in over your head by trying to inadvertently get involved by trying to fix it, Like, for example, if two of your friends are fighting, right? And they both come to you, it's not your job to fix it for them. They have to fix it themselves because it's about them, not you. Does that make sense? I know it's hard for you, because then you get like this, and then you feel overwhelmed, and it's too much for you. But I think if you kind of let it go a little bit, kind of let go of control issues, basically, and realize, it's not your problem, it's their problem. You're not supposed to be able to fix other people's problems. It's not your job. I think you'll be more content with yourself, and you may find yourself feeling more complete within yourself, and you may see that things work out the way they're supposed to, because sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to, but they work out the way that they were supposed to, even if it's hard, basically. Let's see the Hawk Spirit. I have my Spirit Animal Guidebook right here, so let's see the Hawk. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. Kind of like you, kind of watch things from the sidelines, and then you decide to get involved to help people. But this keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture, right? Which is what we were talking about, perspective. That's what makes you special, is you get, again, with the empath, you have perspective. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant, and will eventually redirect your course. So again, I feel like this is kind of how you see yourself, too, is like you're that person who's going to fix it. Like you're the person who's going to have all the answers, which sometimes probably you do. Like, I think that's what makes you special, is sometimes your empathy allows you to come up with solutions that other people may not see in the moment. And so I think that's how you see yourself, as this messenger of good news and solutions, basically. But then when things don't get solved, you get in your head and you think it's your fault when it's not your fault. But let me do your charms, you guys. Sorry if it gets loud. but it's okay. So, oh, interesting. So we have the butterfly transformation. Yeah, so I feel like you, oh, 2 of Cups, interesting. 6 of Cups too, wow. Huh. So 6 of Cups talks about past. So you may be somebody who focuses too much on your past, which makes sense. 2 of Cups talks about, like soulmate. So I think you have like a very, you get very emotionally attached, I think is what those cards are trying to say. You get very emotionally attached to people. I believe this is the September birth charm, if I remember correctly. Hold on. October, my bad. So October may mean something to you. Maybe when you're born. Again, that could be Libra, so there's lots of Libra energy if you were born at the beginning, mid-October. Interesting with the turtle, you know, the turtle is kind of slow moving, which I think is referring to the fact that you take the time to see every possible solution to whatever problem you're trying to solve. We have the number 3, peace, so yeah, you're the peacemaker. This is my love. Yeah, so part of, I think, why you're so empathetic is because you have a lot of love for people, especially about the people you care about, and so I think you always want to fix people's problems. But you're special because you're so empathetic. We have the world charm. Yeah, so again, the world charm reminds me of the fact that your mind is very expansive in the sense that you really try and see every possible scenario. We have the dog, which is about loyalty. So again, the charms are talking a lot about how you're very loyal and caring and loving towards the people that you care about. And that's what makes you so empathetic too, and you're a peacemaker. Yeah, so with the upside down bottle cap, that represents the fact that you speak your mind. So I think that's talking about how you give advice a lot. You're there for people a lot. And you try and come up with solutions for things. But yeah. All right, pile 3. That is it, you guys. I think that I covered everything. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section if that resonated. I love hearing from you guys, and I love getting suggestions for videos. I have other stuff coming up, but I'd be happy to do a requested pick a card. I love catering to you guys, and please subscribe if you want to keep up with my content, and give this video a like if it resonated. And I really hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much.